Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Let me see if we are live. Let me see if we're live. Are we live, DBL Moms? I think we're live. I think so. Yep, I could hear it. I can hear it. Yes, I can hear that we are live. Let's see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are live. We are definitely live. Hold on. Hold on now. Let's make sure. Let's make sure we are live fully. Let me make sure we are live. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. Alright. Hold on. Let me get myself set up. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Yes.
Yeesh. 1 second. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Okie dokie. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. Let's get ourselves all set up here. Alrighty. Yeesh. How's everybody's day going today? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day.
Fantastical.
A fantastical day. Yeesh. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day.
Yes, yes.
Yeesh. Alrighty. Alright, let's see here. Alrighty. Yeesh. We got ourselves set up here. Let's get ourselves set up over meow. Over meow. Okay, boom. Right there. All the alerts are coming out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah. It's alert time. It's alerting time. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. We are live on the X. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Live on the Twitch. Yes, we are. Get the posts up on. Let's get the posts up on. What's it called there? The Facebook. The Facebook. Let's see here. Alrighty. Alright, 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 alright. Alrighty. All right. Ayya. So, how is everybody's morning, man? I've been I've been chilling. Like last night, I've been chilling. I played Armor Core 6. It's like a mecha game. It's like every Gundam, like everybody that has ever been a fan of Gundam, that game. Oh yeah, that game is like, that is the game to play. It's so good. It's so good, man. It's so good. You get to play as a robot. Like, well, not really a robot. You get to play as a guy piloting a robot, and it is so cool.
Wow.
It doesn't have a difficulty mode though, which means that the game is hard. It's a hard game. You gotta like strategically, figure out what weapons you're gonna be utilizing, and all that good stuff, and you have to like actually manage your weapons and things of that nature. It's really cool. It's super cool. It's so cool.
Sounds like it's cool.
It is. You actually have to be very strategic with it. You have to be strategic with what you bring, depending on the mission in the game, right? And it is by far one of the greatest games I've played in quite a while. I mean, actually, I shouldn't say that. I've played God of War. I've played all sorts of things. This game was surprisingly really good. A friend of mine actually got it for me. Said, "Hey, dude, you got to check this out." He got it half off. He decided, you know what, I need someone to play it with. So he got the full game for the full price. He got 2 games for the full price of 1, and he said it's a tufa. It's a tufa, right there. So a tufa. Hey, it's a tufa. Yeah. So. Man.
TUFA, tufa.
A tufa. Yes, it's a tufa. Tatola, it's a tufa. 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. 1 second. 1 sec.
Yes.
1 second here. Hold on 1 sec. Getting ourselves set up here. Alright. Alright. Alrighty. Alrighty. Alright. Alright. There we go. Getting ourselves set up. How you doing, DBL moms?
Okie dokie. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Getting stuff done. You know how I do. Yes.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes. Alright. Got ourselves all set up. Alright, let's get it.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's Double Nicks, and welcome to another episode of Microcap Mornings. I am your host, with the most. They call me DBL Nix in the house, aka the Rainmaker. And of course, I am here with the lovely Serengeti specialist. She likes to hang out with her bushy tail swaying around the tall weeds, the high trees, and the low seas, hitting them high knees. Sometimes she likes to jet ski. Sometimes she likes to regular ski. Sometimes she likes 2 cups of coffee. Other times she likes to chill in her blankie. All right. Other times she likes to watch puppies and kitties, maybe with some RBs. They have the meats, and those curly fries are delicious. Anyway, we call her DBL Moms.
Hey!
Yes. Never. No.
Knock it out.
No, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy DBL Nix. Hello. All right. Now,
Yes.
before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share, because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, if you want access to our More Coaching Monday membership, link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different. And the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. And with that More Coaching Money membership, ladies and gentlemen, you get our picks, you get our scanners, you get our courses. And in this type of place, man, this type of economy, it's always good to have some extra knowledge underneath your belt. All right? I mean, this is the full package. So, I mean, all I'm saying is, if you don't really, this is a no-brainer. This deal, I mean, unless of course you don't want to get it, in which case you might have no brain. But hey, that's beside the point. That's neither here nor there. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started, because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times, ladies and gentlemen. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. All right, so we got MRIN 185%. We called that early this morning prior to that 185% move. FOXO prior to that 170% move, which we are currently looking at right now. Actually, as a matter of fact, it's up 222%. I wrote this back when it was 170. It's now 222%. All right, AIFU 140%, and KTTA 124%. Can you pass me a pen? Oh yeah, we got pens over there. Yeah. So, hey, if you guys ain't getting this deal to learn how to get these stunks like we do, I mean, you learn how to pick these stunks the way we pick these stunks. I mean, hey, you learn our methods. You learn the methods to our madness, our personal stunk thought processes that, you know, teach you how we trade and what works best for us. So, I mean, why not? I mean, we call it 222% bagger. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We're just made different. If you don't get this, I don't know where you at. But yeah. It's a good package, and deal of a lifetime. So, I'm just saying, man. 4 baggers already, and the day just started. Ladies and gentlemen. Guess what I'm gonna be getting tonight? I'm getting that filet mignon. Seriously.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that lobster. Maybe you know what? Actually, nah. Crab legs, man. Crab legs. We'll get some crab legs tonight. You want to eat some crab legs, ladies and gentlemen? Get the course. Trust me when I tell you. All right. Anyways, so we also called a couple of little baby runners, little baby ones, you know, little things that, you know, have been ridden up a little bit. FARO, 36%, JFBR, 63%, ABVI, 51%, CAMP, 61%, AQB, 27%, SXTC, 92%, and BLMZ, 66%. Yes, sir. Anyways, but yeah, let's check out FOXO right now. Let's check it out. All right, so FOXO currently up a nice 222%, right? They have some news that they got their behavioral health arm, Myrtle Recovery Centers, hit a major patient care milestone. And they also reached some key operational milestones. The float for the stock is 3.62 million. Volume is 31.8 million. So the volume is a lot higher than the float, ladies and gentlemen. So, hey, what's that tell you? Anyways, let's zoom in the room over here. Before we do that, though, let's get some graffiti pencil. Bop right there. 216, 209 right over there. 186 right over there. 160 right over there. Let's get another one up there at 165 and another one at 175. Got another one all the way down here at 128. Another one down here at $1. Another one down here at 81 cents, 74 cents, 67 cents, and then finally all the way down here at 62 cents right there. So let's zoom in the room over here. Let's zoom in the room now. All right. So we got this stonk right here. Shot up right over. Yeah. Boom. Hit that nice little high. All right. Has a nice little pennant going on over here. And then a little bit of an A to B, B to C, C to D. Right there. All right. Bop. Right there. Look at that. Look at that. All right. And now it's up 238%, 244% now, ladies and gentlemen. 244%. Where you guys at, man? Get that course. Get that course, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a share party going on, ladies and gentlemen. Get a share party going on. Hey, this is how we trade and what works best for us. Just saying. So, you might want to get that course. I don't know where you at.
Get all over that.
Get all over that. Yeah. 244%. That's what we hit just now. We hit that nice high of 244%. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm saying right there. All right. Let's see here. Let's get this. Oh, I see a little bit of a double top over here. We don't want that. We want it to break through this double top. Break through that 2.2 mark over there. That $2.20 mark right there. It has to break through that for it to be schmexy. It has to hold this 209, break through 220 for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. But right now, it's a little consolidated. Has to break through, ladies and gentlemen. Has to break through. But ladies and gentlemen, now we got MRIN 185, FOXO 244, AIFU 140, and KTTA 124. I'm just saying. Just built different, man. Always replicated. Can't nobody do it like us.
No.
Alright?
No.
Can't nobody do it like us.
Nope.
And if they say, oh, you don't need the scanner. Oh, you don't need this. Oh, you don't need that. They're idiots. They're dumb.
Yep.
Anybody tells you that, they're lying to you.
Yep. They're trying to see.
And they're trying to tell you. And look, if they're trying to tell you, oh, it's easy. Easy.
No.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Nah. They ain't got no brain cells at all. All right? They probably huff pain as children. But let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. FOXO 222% right now. Currently needs to curl up off that 209, then break through that 217, and finally get to that 220 mark over here. Has to break through. Right now, it's got a hole at that 186. It looks like it's breaking through the 208 resistance line. Has to break through 217 and then break through that 220 mark over here. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Keep climbing. Keep climbing. There we go. That's what I like to see. All right, we break it through. We break it through. 244. Come on, 245. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come on, baby. It's got a bit of a resistance over here. Come on. It can break through. It can break through. There we go. It's trying, though. It's fighting for it. It's fighting for it. There we go. Let's see. There we go. All right. Yeah. Yeah. A little bit of a top tail, though. A little bit of a top tail. We don't like the top tails, to be honest.
bottom
We
tails.
like the bottom tails. All right,
Yes.
but look, come on, come on. It's trying again. It's testing the high. It's testing that high. I like that it's testing that high. Okay. I like that it's testing that high.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Wait, hold on. It's still going. Let it get up. Let it get up.
Yeah.
All right. All righty.
Right.
That's what we got going. That's what we got going right now. So while we're waiting for FOXO to do its thing, let's check out AREB. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
FOXO, I think it's still going to continue going up. And me personally, at least in my opinion. But let's see. AREB currently doesn't really have much volume from what I could tell over here.
Right.
Let's take a look.
Yes.
Let's take a look over here. There's no news. No news on the stock. No news. No news. All right. The float is 86.66 thousand. Volume is 358.47 thousand. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's zoom in the room. All right. Let's see. All right. So, not a lot of volume over here. Let's scroll down. All right. The volume is a lot higher than the float. However, this price action is very sporadic and the float is very, very low. Float is 86.66 thousand. So it's going to be a very low float, meaning the price action is going to be a lot more sporadic, a lot more cuckoo, and a lot less reasonable. So the volume for this stock is 579.19K. That's pretty good, but again, it's very sporadic. So American Rebel Light Beer expands into Florida with North Florida sales distribution agreement. And that came out literally 2 minutes ago.
Yes.
2 minutes ago that just came out.
News.
So, hey, it's got news. It does have news. But right now we're going to have to see what happens with it because it's got to break through this little pennant right over here for it to somewhat be schmexy to me. Yeah. All right. Has to break through that pennant. It's trying to. It's got to break. It's got that little bottom tail. But let's see what we got over here. PTIX is popping in as well. Let's see what PTIX is doing. Let's see. All right. Not much volume in PTIX either. The float is 382,000. Volume is 169,000. So the volume is lower than the float. Not liking that too much. Also has a history of being overbought on the RSI. Not liking that too much. But they did announce a stock split 1-to-14. So they have a stock split going on. That's pretty good. But again, very sporadic on the price action. Not liking that too much. Not something I'm interested in right now. Could potentially go up, maybe, but right now it's overbought in the RSI. It's above the VWAP, but it's starting to fall below it. The price action is too sporadic. Not liking it too much. Let's check out FOXO again. FOXO, see what FOXO is doing. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. There we go. All right. So right now what FOXO needs to do is it needs to break through this little pennant right over here. It's a little pennant over there. Has to break through it. Has to break through 209, 216, and 222 for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 1 second. 1 second. Demon Moms, can you pass me that water?
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back.
He's back.
I'm back.
He's back.
So yeah, that's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, FOXO needs to break that pennant over there. And let's get a share party going on, man. Share party.
Share, everybody.
Let's get a share party going.
Share with everyone.
Yeah. Let's get it going. Yeah. So that's what we got going on. We got it at 222 right now. The high of the day for FOXO was 245. 245.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. All right. So, what we got here, all right, is I'm actually going to rewrite this a little bit. All right. MRIN. Yes, it is. Your chicken scratch did get better.
Better today.
Yeah, it doesn't look like, Doesn't look like, you know,
Doctor's
squiggle. Doesn't look like squiggle. You know what I mean?
Not squiggle.
It did.
It's a little sad.
Coaches definitely looks like squiggle. Don't tell him I said that though. Don't tell him I told you. But he writes like a, he writes in like the doctor's cursive, so it looks like a squiggle to me. And meanwhile, he's just like, "Oh, you can't read that."
No.
Ronald Gonzalez says, "Good morning.
Good
Can
morning,
you
Ronald.
please take a look at BLMZ?
Yeah.
I've been holding says 30 cents. BLMZ?
Yeah.
I'm guessing he means BLMZ.
BLMZ.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, BLMZ. That's BLMZ. All right, BLMZ. All right, now we called this stock a bit earlier. Ran up a nice 66%.
Yeah.
Right now it's 93% actually.
Woohoo.
So
That's
yeah, 93%.
good. It is
Right.
good.
So that's always good. You can never go wrong with 93%. Let's get some support and resistance lines over here. We got some support and resistance. We got some support at 1524, absolute support, absolute resistance at 38 cents and change. All right. So you got more support right here, 17 cents over here, 19 cents over here, 24 cents over here, 29 cents over here, 33 cents over here, 34 cents over here, 35 cents over there, and 37 cents over here. So that's what we got over here for the support and resistance lines. Let's zoom in the room right here. Bop, there we go. All right, and as you can see, there's a lot of ups and downs here, but what was very interesting to me, let's click this over here. Bop, let's get that A to B, B to C, C to D. Boom, right there, A, B, C, D. Then it had a bit of a descending wedge over here. Right over here. Then made another A, B, C, D. It's a tiny one, but it's there. All right. And then you got a little bit of a pennant over here. So what it's doing right now is trying to break through that pennant. Has to hold at the 33-cent mark over here. Break through that 36-cent mark over there for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. But right now, it does have a nice movement. It's going up 93%. It is up 93% right now, so that's pretty good.
Yes.
The float for this stock is 6.74 million. Volume is 42.63 million. So, I mean, hey. Right now, as far as I'm concerned, the volume is a lot better than the float. It just needs a bit of a catalyst, in my opinion, because it doesn't have any news. No news, ladies and gentlemen. No news. No news for it. There is no news for it. However, it's not overbought or oversold in the RSI, despite the fact that it did have a history of being overbought in the RSI, ladies and gentlemen. So you got that going on. You got that going on.
Yes.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, also remember to like, comment, and subscribe. But, yeah, we basically got a situation where this stock right here needs to break through the 36-cent mark over here, has to break through that, then has to break through the 37-cent mark, and finally the 38-cent mark over here. So every 1 cent has got to break through because there's a bit of a resistance line there. Has to hold over here at 34 cents for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Otherwise, you know what I mean? But it does have a good volume, does have a good float, needs a bit of a catalyst, and that's pretty much it. Ronald says, thank you. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. All right? But yeah,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, all this type of knowledge and more will be presented in that course. So what are you,
Yes.
hey, what you doing?
Yeah.
Go check out that course. Check out that course. Trust me.
Yes, sir.
All right? Good course. Anyway, but yeah, you get the scanners, you get the alerts, you get all sorts of good stuff, man. You get the scanners, the alerts,
Stock
the
news.
knowledge, the stock news, etc. You get all that good stuff. You get the course material. I mean, you get all sorts of stuff, and that course material has over 400 videos of amazing knowledge that has been accumulated over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Get it
So,
on that.
yeah, no, can't nobody do it like that. And if they say, oh, you don't need to learn, you don't need the scanner, you don't need this, you don't need that, they're idiots.
Yeah.
What I say,
You need
they're
that
idiots.
stuff. You
All right.
You need that knowledge.
They're the types of fools that still can't believe it's not butter. You know what I mean? All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. They sit on the TV and look at the couch. That type of dumb. You know what I mean?
That's good.
Oh yeah.
There goes your bomb watch.
There goes my watch. There goes my watch.
Where's the kaboom?
There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, we got ourselves on BLMZ. Currently, BLMZ, let me actually update this little list over. Yeah. Needs to get, let me get this out of here. Let me get this out of here. All right. And let me update this. Boom, right there.
Yes.
All right. Currently, this stunk needs to break through the pennant. Looks like it's trying to. It looks like it's trying to break through the pennant right over here with this little candle. We'll see what goes on. Has to break through that 36-cent mark over here for it to be so much mexy to me.
Yes.
But other than that, currently, it has to break through that. It did have a nice high at 0.3885, so you got that going on. Yeah. That's pretty much it for this stunk. So we'll see what happens, man. It's got a bit of a top tail, though, on that new candle. We don't like the top tails, DBL moms. We like the bottom tails.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Uh-huh.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see what else we got. CCLD just came out, but that one has a very high float. I'm not interested.
Oh, yeah, that's a high float.
I'm not interested in that. That trash. Nah. Nah, not interested. Not interested, ladies and gentlemen. Not interested in that one. Nah. But let's go over the baggers we got here so far. We got MRIN 185%, FOXO 245%, AIFU. Hold on. That one is 140%. That one just went up a nice 140. KTTA. That one went up 124%. Boom. All right. And then you got your runners. All right, because I got to rewrite this thing here. It's a little crowded and cramped. FARO. That one is 36%. All right. JFBR. We called that one. That one ran up a nice 63%. You know, just little baby runners. ABVI went up a nice 51%. CAMP, that one went up 61%. AQB, 27%. SXTC, that one went up 92%. And then finally, BLMZ hit that 93% mark. They kind of teased us with that one, with BLMZ, which, by the way, is curling up. It is curling up, like I said.
Oh, look at that.
Like I said, looks like it's looks like it's trying to curl up.
It's a bagger.
Oh yeah, is it a bagger?
It's a
Oh,
bagger.
oh, another bagger. Oh, what a surprise! What a surprise! What a pleasant surprise for me.
It's a bagger.
BLMZ 101%. So how much? How many is that now? Five?
Will be five.
5 baggers? Yeah. So, wow. I'm wondering to myself. I mean, hey, you got that course material which teaches how we trade and what works best for us. I mean,
That's experience right there.
You know, we utilize the scanners. We utilize the watch list, man. We utilize all this good stuff that is given to us. And by the way, if people are saying, oh, you don't need any of that to trade stocks, well, then why do they give it to us in the actual softwares and stuff like that? I wonder why. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe this is just me taking a shot in the dark, but maybe it's perhaps to help figure out what's going to happen with the stonks. You know, like an indicator. You know, maybe these are all tools that help you kind of figure out what can happen with the stock. Oh, wait, yeah, they are. So, I mean, anybody that tells you that, they got to be lying to you. I'm just saying. They got to be selling you a hunk of bull.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. You know, either that or...
Putting on blinders on you, getting behind the wheel of a car and say, yeah, just go this way. It's fine.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, no, that's a special case right there when they tell you you don't need any of these tools that are being given to you.
No
I mean,
sense.
nah, I mean, you don't need scanners? Come on. You might as well be driving with blindfolded.
Exactly,
At that point, yeah.
Stevie Wonder's at the wheel, man. It's just, really,
Nah, that's crazy.
No.
Crazy.
It's like
That's
that.
crazy.
It's,
That's
you-
crazy
you
work.
can't do- you
But
can't do
now
that.
we got 5 baggers, ladies and gentlemen. 5. All right. We got MRIN, 185%, FOXO, 245%, AIFU, all right, AIFU, 140%, KTTA, 124%, and BLMZ, 101%. Let's get a share party going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a share party going. We already got 5 baggers.
Sure.
5 baggers. And it looks like BLMZ is coming back around. Looks like it's coming back around. Could it potentially form an ABCD pattern? It's already got that A pattern right there. All right. Now it looks like it could potentially get a B, and then maybe a C to D. Let's see. Let's see. Boom, right there. A, B, C, D. Let's see. Looks like it's trying to go for it. Currently up 104% now. 104%.
Yep.
Yeah. What we learn?
Really?
Oh yeah, what we learn? Hey, there we go. 108%. 108%, ladies and gentlemen. 108%. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What we learn? And you know how we found that? You know how we found BLMZ? We utilized our scanners.
Uh-huh. That's how we do
Our
it.
scanners, our watch lists, our various videos, as well as the lessons that we teach in the course. Hey, I'm just saying. Oh, what do I know? I just got 5 baggers under the belt, and the day just started. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right, but yeah, BLMZ currently hit a nice little movement up there at 108%. 108%. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 108%. There we go. There we go. All right. Can't nobody do it like us. Always replicated. Never, ever duplicated. They try.
Yeah.
They try. They're like the bootleg copy, but
Yep.
we're the real deal. And you can't beat the original.
No.
Nah. You can't beat that original recipe. All right, let's see what else we got. CCLD's popping in, but again, that one's got a very high float. Very high float.
Yep.
Not liking that one too much, you know? Not liking that one. Yes, what is it? What is it? Watch. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. It's
Watch is agreeing with you.
Thank you. No, yeah, the watch is
Yeah.
like beep beep. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we got going on. Let me get some water. Ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a share party going on, man. Let's get a share party going. All right. That's that stuff right there. That's that stuff. All right. Oh, another one just came in on the scanner. BULL. Not interesting to me. Not interesting to me. The float seems a little bit high. Not liking that too much. MRIN looks like it's trying to curl a little bit. MRIN, let's check it out. MRIN. Now, we called MRIN earlier this morning prior to its 185% run. Now, it looks like it's trying to curl a little bit. Let's see. Let's zoom in the room. All right. Currently, actually, let's get the graffiti pencil. Let's get some support and resistance lines up in here. All right. You got absolute support right over here. Absolute resistance right over here. All right. Then you got some more over here. Another one over here. Another one over here. Another one over here. And then another one all the way down here at 134. Another one at $1.09. Another one over here at 129. Another one all the way over here at 120. Another one all the way down here at 83 cents, 58 cents. You got another one at 50 cents and another one at 43 cents over here. And then 76 cents right over there. Let's zoom in the room. All right. Currently, it looks like MRIN is trying to curl upward. Looks like it's trying to curl upward. MRIN doesn't have much news. But the float is 2.85 million. Volume is 38.25 million. So the volume is a lot higher than the float. It is a bit overbought on the RSI, but that's okay. That's fine. All right. Could it potentially be forming? Hang here. Sit with me now. I mean, I partially want to say a cup and handle, a little bit, but at the same time, I don't really know if I could get. Yeah, you know what? I could probably consider this a cup and handle. Yeah, I could probably consider it a cup and handle. Let's see. You see? It's like a little bit of a weird cup, but yeah. Cup, bop, right there. Cup. And then you got the little handle. Potentially. Has to break through that $1.56 mark over here. Has to hold at 134. But other than that, it looks like it's trying to. It's trying to over here. A little bit. It's trying to fight to get up to that 155 mark and then break through that 156. It's testing that little high over there. Let's see what it does. Currently, though, it did fall below. It fell below the $1.50 mark over there, but that is what it is. It is what it is with that. It's got to break through that VWAP, hold the VWAP over here. It's forming a bottom tail, but it's a bottom tail red. That's the only thing. So keeping an eye on it. But MRIN did have a nice run up 185%, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it did. It did. It did. So, I mean, hey, that's what we got going on. That is what we got going on. All right, MRIN is trying to reclaim that $1.50 after the dip. So, let's see. Let's see what happens, man. Could it potentially curl back up? Could it? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. But right now, it's currently trying to hold. It's holding that 134 mark. Has to break through 156. It's dipping a little bit. It's dipping a little bit. It's trying to obey the RSI because it was a bit overbought on the RSI. Right. So now it's forming a bit of a top tail over here, though. It's forming a top tail red. We don't like top tails, DBL moms. We like the bottom tails. Yeah. So we'll see what happens with it. We shall see what happens with it. But it did have a nice run. Yes,
sir.
Yeah. Yeah, it had a nice run. Let's get a share party going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a share party going. All right. Let's see what else we got. What else do we have here? Let's check out FOXO. FOXO, again, that baby ran up 245%. Nice 245%, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it did. That's how much it ran. Looks pretty good. Yeah. I like that. I like that. Yeah. All right. Let's zoom in the room. All right. Let's zoom in the room over here. All right. Let's see here. Let's remove this because these trend lines are a bit. Let's remove that. Okay. Now, let's see over here. Currently, we got the pennant over Mia. All right. There's a bit of a descending wedge, and then curled up a little bit over here, and now it's forming another pennant. All right, but it's been holding the $1.86 mark over here. Has to break through $2.09 for it to be somewhat schmexy, though. Has to break through that. Right now it's at $1.94. We'll see what happens with it.
Yeah.
Right now it's got to break through that pennant. That's what it's got to do. It's got to break through.
Yeah.
It's got to break through.
You know what? Let's see.
All right, it's trying to curl. Trying to curl a little bit. It is trying to curl a little bit. Again, FOXO has news that their Myrtle Recovery Centers hit a major patient care milestone as well as some key operational milestones.
Big deal.
Yeah, the behavioral health subsidiary reached a key operational milestone. Float for the stock is 3.62 million. Volume is 48.81 million. So you got that going on.
Yes, we do.
Hey, easy day.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MRIN 185%, FOXO 245%, and AIFU 140%, and KTTA 124%, as well as BLMZ 108%. Those are the baggers we got so far, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the baggers we got so far. Day's still young. Let's see what we could do. See what we could do. All right. Yeah. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at what we called yesterday as well, because yesterday we called quite a few baggers. Especially one, I believe, 500% bagger? Oh, yeah. We did do that. How could I forget? All right, we got, yesterday we had called NITO 167%, NCNA 182%, and then GPUS, which went up a nice 553%. And I think we called more than that as far as baggers go. I think.
We had about four baggers.
Yeah, we did. We called a couple baggers. I'm pretty sure it was 4. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Let me see here. Actually, as a matter of fact. All right. Oh yeah, we called 4 baggers. Yes. We called MRIN, which also ran up today. Yeah, we called that. So we called MRIN, which is a multi-day bagger. It's been a multi-day bagger, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it was a bagger last night. Yeah, it hit 100. 100. Yeah. So yesterday it hit. Hold on. Actually, let's see here. Yesterday, 126.
Oh, there we go.
Actually, hit 126. Excuse me, it wasn't 100. It was 126.
Yesterday.
So, MRIN hit 126 yesterday, and then hit 185 today.
It's back again.
It's back at it again. Hey, can never go wrong with that. Can never go wrong with that. But yeah. MRIN decided to say hello for a second day in a row. You know what I mean? So, you can never go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with 100%. Can never go wrong with that.
How do we find these things?
You could find them by going into the actual course. You'll figure that out. There you go. Your scanners. You can find them with the scanners that people like. Oh, you don't need a scanner. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here. You're trash. You're trash. Trash. Okay.
No.
Yeah, nah. That's crazy. When someone says you don't need the scanners and you don't need the indicators, you don't need to use the chart, you don't need to use the RSI or any of these very important tools that they clearly put in these softwares for a reason. Then you know they're probably trying to take your money. They're probably trying to take your money, or they're just lying to you, really, and that's it. You know, and that it's a shame, man, because you know those types of people, they were the types of people that got a little too much kick the baby. Ever seen South Park? Yeah. They got dropped on their head as children. AREB. Let's see what we got here. AREB. AREB.
Yes.
AREB. All right. Yeah. Let's zoom in the room. AREB. Currently with AREB, it's curling up a nice. Let's see. Hold on. What's AREB doing? All right, nice 28%. Okay, fine. American Rebel Light Beer expanded into Florida with North Florida sales distribution agreement. Again, that's the news for the stock. Currently, it is having a nice movement upward. Let's get rid of these old lines over here. Okay. Let's get this line over. Yeah, right here. Boom. Right. Currently moving up. Right. But got this little, had a little bit of a pennant over here, and then curled up off that pennant, descending wedge over here, curled up again into another descending wedge. Let's get rid of this for now. And then had a bit of an A to B, B to C, C to D. Boom. Another one. Right there. Nice shot to it. And people say you don't need the chart patterns. What? Out of here. Man, there's just people all over the internet. They're like, oh, you don't need that stuff. What?
There's people out there.
Yeah, no, they're not crazy. They're just trying to lie to you and take your money. I don't know, man.
I think so.
Yeah, that annoys me when people do that.
Yep.
That's annoying.
That's not.
Yeah, it is what it is, though. It is what it is, man. But you know, we got that course, we got all that good stuff. Yes, sir. We do. $3.94, $3.96 is hitting new highs right now. AREB is hitting new highs, ladies and gentlemen, hitting new highs. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Has to break through this little double top here, though. That's the only deal. All right. But that's pretty much it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And, of course, if you want access to our private picks and you want access to our course, you want access to our scanners, you want access to our indicators, you want access to all that good stuff, as well as the news and updates and things of that nature, link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section, so be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you.
Especially the educated bird.
Oh, of course, the educated bird does.
The early and educated bird.
The early and educated bird. And by the way, AREB is shooting up again. Yeah. So, hey, while this stock is shooting up, I'm just going to leave you with this. I mean, who else gives you these types of moves? Can't nobody do it like that.
Nope.
Only we can.
Consistently. Frequently.
Frequently.
All day long.
All day.
All day, all night.
We call these things when they are double digits and they go to triple digits. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? AREB right now is shooting up like crazy. What did I do?
My goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And what did I say?
Oh my.
What did I say?
I don't know.
Yeah. So, I mean, if they're trying to lie to you, they're trying to tell you, oh, hey, you don't need the scanner. You don't need this. You don't need that.
They ain't got it.
They got dropped on their head. But yet, they got dropped on their head as a child.
They ain't got it.
Nah, they ain't got it like that. Nah. Nah, man. They got less than one brain cell.
What has it go?
Silly rabbit tricks are for kids?
Silly rabbit tricks are for kids.
Yeah.
They just squirrels trying to get a nut.
Yeah, nah.
That too.
Nah, you know, they're nuttier than Squirrel Dookie. That's what they are.
They're biting the nut. A squirrel bites a nut. Get it?
Oh, damn. They trying to bite you. That's crazy. Ouch. Yeah, nah, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. And I'll leave you with this. We called MRIN 185%. FOXO went up 245%. AIFU 140%. KTTA 124%. By the way, before MRIN went 185, we called it last night. It went up 120. Actually, excuse me, 111% yesterday. All right, and then afterwards it came up again, 185%.
MRI went up 126.
No, actually, 126. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, and then we left you with KTTA 124% and BLMZ. You saw us watching that stock. It went up 108%, and then we called AREB, and look at the movement it's making right now. That movement was crazy. We were here just before that even happened. I'm just saying.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Don't listen to these mouth breathers. Listen to people that actually know what they're doing. All right?
Yes.
Check out our course.
Need the tools.
Yeah.
Read the text.
Yeah, you need the tools. Don't listen to a tool. Get the tools. All right?
Yes, sir.
Let's get one thing straight. Don't
Yes.
listen to a tool. Actually get the
Use the
tools.
tools.
Use the tools. Don't listen to the tools. You know what I mean? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Please share.
Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. Again,
Yes,
be
sir.
sure to check out that More Coaching Money membership. Link to join is in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different. And the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And of course, it's your boy Double Nix. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. By the way, before I go, be sure to check out our YouTube, where we do a lot of videos and stock reviews and shorts and all sorts of good stuff. You'll even find pearls of wisdom from our beloved Mama Money. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe there. Yes, and share too.
Share.
Yeah. So you'll be able to find all sorts of little reviews and stuff like that. You can find us on YouTube at Coaching Money.
Coaching Money.
At Coaching Money. You can find us on X.com, where we do a lot of stock analysis, stock reviews, stock news, all sorts of cool stuff there. A little bit, not as much as we do on the private Discord. The private Discord gets everything before it even hits the public practically at this point. So, so we get that. We do that on X.com, aka Twitter. You can find us there at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. You can find us on Twitch, where we do a lot of live streaming there as well as X. We do that too, on live streaming on X, and we do live streaming on Twitch. You can find us on Twitch at Coaching Money. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, where we do some stock analysis as well. You can find us there at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. And then you could also find us on TikTok, Tiki-Taki, aka the Tac. Yes, you can find us there, where we do shorts and other little things like that. You'll even find also some more pearls of wisdom from Mama Money sometimes. You'll find it there at DBL Nix. At DBL Nicks. And the screen name is Coach Nick Money.
Yes.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, make a lot of money. Be greenable. Don't listen to these idiots that tell you not to use the scanner. They huff paint as children and probably got dropped on their heads too.
Yes.
So, yeah. Let's and they probably got less than one brain cell, but that's beside the point. That one brain cell fighting for dominance.
Yes.
And let's face it, nothing gets past them, especially carbohydrates, but that's beside the point. So, take it easy. Have a wonderful day. Check out that More Coaching Money membership. Sit back, relax, learn a little something. How we trade, what works best for us. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're going to get that lobster. We're going to get that lobster for lunch, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, we make quite a bit of money, so we're going to make that. We're going to get that lobster.
Foxo breaking out, though.
Oh yeah, Foxo's.
Folks, no.
Oh yeah, by the way, Foxo's breaking out.
Mm-hmm.
It's breaking
A
out.
panic. Breaking out of a panic.
There we go.
It's pushing.
It's pushing.
A little bit of encore.
Yeah, a little bit of an encore with Foxo, so
It's doing a little
check that out. Little curly curl.
Little curly Q.
All right, there we go.
Sir.
But yeah,
Let's go, baby.
it's Double Nix. I love you guys. I hope all your dreams and aspirations come true. Take care of yourselves. Much love. Be safe out there. Make a lot of money. Be greenable. And get that course.